It is not too late for you to start saving. Whether you think you're too old, whether you think you don't make enough money, look, regardless if you're a millionaire, regardless if you're 70, regardless if you're poor, anyone can start saving today. You may want to grab a pen and paper because look, I take this saving concept, I flip it on its head and I unpack it and I digest it for you guys so that we can have a game plan, a framework, and a mindset when it comes to smart saving. What's up guys? This is your boy Kenny Finance. Welcome to the channel and I'm about to show you how to keep more dollars in your pocket. That's right. Saving is that concept that hurts a lot of people because they don't know how to do it properly. But in this video, I unpacked how to save effectively and how to maximize those savings. And what we're going to dive into here is first, we're going to touch on the 3 pillars to a solid foundation for saving. And then I'm going to give you guys tactical steps to maximize your savings to the next level. And you might want to stay towards the end of the video because at the end, I show you guys my cheat code when it comes to smart saving. Now, saving this, saving that, put this money away, put that money in there, a piggy bank, high yield saving, all this stuff. Why should we even save in the first place? Look, it's important because whether you're trying to buy something or whether you're trying to make a super dope financial strategic move like investing or buying a property or buying a business, look, all that stuff requires dollars. And anything that requires dollars, you don't want to have those at the time when they're needed. You want to have stuff put away so that whenever you need to act financially, you have the resources and the financial and money ammo to make a move whenever you need to. So give yourself that peace of mind by having a solid savings. Let's go into the 3 pillars of a strong saving foundation. And for that foundation, the 3 elements are 1, a personal audit, 2, establishing a budget, and 3, mandatory moves. So what's this personal audit? Now look, this is going to bring tears to some of y'all eyes. This is going to be a tough conversation. I know you've been avoiding it for months and years, but look, Kenny Finance is here with you. I'm here to ensure that we do this audit. We face our finance demons head on so that we know how we can make a game plan to improve going forward. But let's start a base, a solid starting point of where we are financially, regardless if you're good or bad starting point. You need to understand the data. And for this, I want you to pull out a pen and a notepad, whatever that may be, get your accounts all linked up and figure out what it is you make, you spend, you owe, so that you can figure out how much money you're working with. And look, it's going to be a very ugly conversation with yourself, but you need to be comfortable having that conversation because then it will unlock that comfort and that confidence to make smarter and better decisions going forward. Next, establishing a budget. So now that we know how much and what we're working with, now we can make the budget ballgame. And for this, I love this principle. I use it all the time. It's the 50-30-20 concept. 50-30-20. What the heck is that? So Kenny's awesome teaching moment is simply this. The 50-30-20 budget rule shows that you need to have 50% of your income allocated towards your needs. That includes paying off your home, whether that's your rent or your mortgage. It includes food, transportation, anything you need to actually sustain and live your life. Now, the next one is 30%. 30% of your income should be spent on your wants. That's dining out, buying clothes, entertainment, whatever that may be. Things that you can theoretically cut if you actually don't need them to live. And the last one, 20%. 20% of your income is going to be spent towards saving and investing. And that 20% is where we're going to double down and focus on for this video for savings. And on this 50-30-20 rule at the end of this video for my little cheat code, I unpacked everything I do to automate and keep that 50-30-20 balance in line. So check that out at the end. And last one are the mandatory moves. And for this, some things you can do with your money and some things you need to do with your money. And the 2 needs are simply this. 1, establishing an emergency savings fund, showing that you have 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved up just in case if life happens. You could lose your job, you could get sick, you could quit your job and want to pursue other passions, whatever that may be, to where you can afford to have food, shelter, clothes, whatever that may be for 3 to 6 months. So make sure you have that saved away in an account you can always access. That's the first thing you should definitely have in starting your saving journey. And your second thing is paying off your debts as quick as possible. Saving does not help us if we have debt that eats away at that long term. So if you have cash, use that to, of course, build your emergency fund, but then 2, pay off your debt as quick as possible. Now, let's talk about our spicy saving strategies. So here we are. I list out a few steps that are very simple, easy to digest, and it helps you if you're starting with nothing or millions, whatever that may be. Anyone can do this. And first step is to write down your savings goals. That's right. Just like when you were a kid and you were writing down your dreams and your goals, etc. You had your specific journal and all that stuff. Just like that. You need to make sure that you can have a vision for whatever it is you want to save for. Write that down and make it very specific. And what I like to do is I like to write down or take a picture of that goal, set it as my wallpaper, print it out and put it in my office, whatever that may be, so that I can look at it and be reminded of that savings goal every single day. And it could be a physical goal like a car or a house or a specific type of clothing, whatever that may be, or it could be a tangible monetary goal. Like I want to have X amount in a savings account, X amount in an investment account. I want to be a millionaire or billionaire by XYZ date, whatever that may be. I don't care what it is. I hope you have some. Write it down and have it in front of you to where you can see it every single day. And my second strategy for saving is setting weekly objectives. So now that we wrote out our savings goals, we have it on our wallpaper, let's take whatever that price tag or amount is that we need and break those down into yearly, weekly, monthly amounts that is digestible and feasible for us to execute on every single week. So if I have a house or a car or a product that I want to buy in a few years, I'll just do the simple math to break it down into what I need to save every single week to hit that goal. And one cool trend that I'm seeing on TikTok is a lot of these saving pouches where folks are putting dollars away into these little colorful saving pouches and looking back at the end of the year and seeing that they have a crap ton of dollars saved up. It's good, it's a healthy habit, it's kind of cool, but I think it's kind of antiquated. There are tools and resources out there and apps you can use to automatically save and just make it as efficient as possible. But what I urge you to do is just stick to a weekly cadence so that you can hit those goals consistently, because over time it'll then build those habits to where saving and putting money away feels like second nature and it's not a burden anymore. And if it makes it super easy for you, here on this channel we have Financial Wellness Fridays with Kenny Finance. Now I know that's a lot of F's, but view it as office hours. So if you want to stick to a schedule, make Fridays the day that you, one, check out my videos and hit that subscribe button, but then two, also just get your money in order. You set your savings accounts, you transfer your money, you review your finances, whatever you want to do. Let me be the safe space for you to have financial wellness time to get your money right. That's what I'm here for. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you never miss one of our fire releases. And look, I'm going to be here every single Friday. Here if you need me. All right, my next step is to free up cash flow. Now, this is important because what you want to do is look at all of your spending. And we did that when we did our personal audit. And I want you to look at areas that you can eliminate as much spending as possible, cutting expenses from little things that is just eating away at your dollars. It could be the cappuccino you buy at Starbucks every single morning. It could be the subscriptions that you use that you don't even watch or utilize. It could be the gym memberships that are way too expensive relative to how much you actually use it. These are little things like this, Tim, where it may not matter in the short term, but long term, that spending over time, every day, week, or month, can eat away at a lot of your savings goals. So just imagine if you take that little amount that you spend on things you don't need and you put it into a savings account, how much you'll have at the end of the year. Just give it a shot. But the key for this is that you want to take that amount that you unlock from cutting your spending and put that exact same amount into a savings account. Take the spending that you cut and put that into a savings account so that you can then unlock incremental cash flow to save. Now, my fourth one, this is very simple and very easy. I'll keep this extremely quick. Automate your savings. All these savings accounts have auto deposit mechanisms to where every time your paycheck comes in, it automatically takes money from your paycheck and puts it into a savings account for you. And give yourself a peace of mind by always automatically investing or depositing your savings so that in case you forget, you never miss a beat on hitting your goals. Super simple. Everyone should do it. It's simple as going onto your account, going into your settings and hitting auto deposit for your savings. It's that easy. It's that simple. You can set an amount, you can set a cadence, do what works for you, but automate it. Make it easy. Now, my last one for maximizing your savings is to add income. And for this, if you have the time and the resources or skill set, find those little incremental ways that you could unlock extra cash, whether it's hundreds or thousands of bucks per month, that you can then use to accelerate your savings. This could be a side hobby. This could be a second job, whatever this may be. It could be a YouTube channel. Whatever it is, find ways to unlock extra cash that is outside of your 9 to 5, because that will accelerate your savings progress. Now, I promise you this little cheat code, and I'm going to deliver. And for this, I have an Excel budget that I literally track every single Friday, and I put all my expenses, all of my income, so I can see at the end of the week, how am I fitting that 50, 30, 20 benchmark? It's super simple. All I do is put where I spent dollars throughout that week, how much I've earned from my day job and my passive income streams, and how am I fitting that mix of 50, 30, 20. And for my favorite people, which are my viewers, I have put a free template that you can use at your discretion however you want to, just to track and see how you're fitting that 50, 30, 20 progress. It's one thing to have a personal audit, it's one thing to establish a budget, but you need to track and measure that budget as much as you can. So use that free resource, link is in the below. Now my last freebie for you guys is to maximize that savings by number 5, adding extra income. That may be difficult and folks may not know where to start, but you're part of the Kenny Finance community, and I have given you guys in this next video 10 different ways how you could unlock $1,000 extra per month. So check that out. So I appreciate you guys rocking with us. Thank you for checking out this video. And look, get your savings foundation absolutely right, because that's going to be the base that takes this rocket ship to the moon. And I'm here to support you guys. So thanks for checking it out. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.